We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go. Four down, 21.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Wait. 4 down. 12, fellas, here we go. 11. Hey, go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Go ahead. I got you.
A first carry down for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And some strong running. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tag 50, tag 50.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11. Go ahead. 12.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
21. Go ahead.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
11. Go ahead. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move as they face a second down here. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Kelly, they try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Garoppolo. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Like 7.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
11, 6.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
He is here, baby. Your trip is here.
On first down, it's Stafford. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Stafford here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
13. 13. White. 11. Go ahead. 6.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I got you. Here we go. Hurry up. 11.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big 20, big 20. Omaha tonight.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Hey, I need one. Hey, give me a radar. Hey, go here.
On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now McKenna. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Flag! I got you, I got you. Flag!
Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Again, this is Kelly. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This is Keller, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
13.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kali2Thumbz's. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Go ahead.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gould is able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
12, fellas, here we go. 21.
Now they try the right side here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
21. 6. 13.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 3. 11.
And the blitz does come. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Fourth quarter, fair game.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Toss play to McKinnon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first throw for the backup Lynch. Flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Lynch. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Solomon Thomas able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the gun, it's Lynch. He's going to look deep for Julius Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Wait. One, Omaha.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
11. Go ahead. 13. 11.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
6. 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
20. 180. I got you. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Detroit!
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Lynch. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Lynch. The left side completion to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Clock rolling here. About to hit 30 seconds.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lynch now throwing on third. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive here. Look to throw. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
it,